Yo, Jano, brother, yo. Like, I know I'm late to the party, but Boruto episode 147, the end of the expanded section of the Mujina Bandits arc. Even though I've had my disappointments with this section of the arc, honestly, the ending, this final episode of it came off strong. Well, going everyone, Sanjay Uchiha here. Welcome back to the channel where we're wrapping up the extended section of the Boruto Mujina Bandits arc, the anime exclusive expanded section. So be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the madness that was episode 147. Now, honestly, I can't ignore it. Like that ending, yo, that kind of threw me for a loop. But like looking back at it, should have expected it. The whole description of Shojoji's technique this early on should have been the hint, and like just the whole casual leaving or not mentioning or not following up on Tsukuyo since he sank to the bottom of the ocean, quote unquote. But yo, trust me, it was such a dark ending, honestly, Jano, and it's like a major twist. But like getting from the beginning here, because yo, honestly, let me still that was good. That was a good ending today. This section. But getting into it, so episode 147, the Moonlit Battle, the final battle against Tsukuyo, quote unquote, and Team 7. Now, at the end here, we have a pretty interesting battle between Team 7 and Tsukuyo, who uses a very unique jutsu. We find out very early on in the episode that he is a person that actually has the ability to manipulate shadows, similar to the Nara clan, like Shikamaru and Shikadai and his clan. But it's kind of more, I guess there are trade-offs, but in some areas it is better than the whole shadow possession jutsu. The jutsu allows him to create clones of his opponent that basically siphons, well, using their own chakra, and the clone is basically tied to the opponent in the sense that if I'm Boruto and I use a Rasengan, the clone uses a Rasengan, so basically it makes my chakra deplete twice as fast. But the whole trade-off is that he can only use the jutsu to full effectiveness or efficiency under like a full moon, where it's, because it's a moonlit, it's a jutsu that kind of derives its power from the moonlight, shadows created by moonlight. So I thought it was pretty interesting. It was pretty cool, kind of gave a interesting dynamic. At first, like when I was reaching the end of the episode or the end of the fight, I was saying like, shouldn't Boruto and company be able to figure this out? But looking back at it, he didn't really give too many hints to kind of signify how he actually created the shadows in the first place. So unnecessary bashing of Team 7 on my part there. But that said, as it has always been since this generation of Team 7 started, just the coordination and utility of every member of Team 7 in this final battle, always a pleasure to see. And it's something I've been saying a lot in my manga reviews recently, but it's just that having Sarada, the female lead in Team 7, be useful when compared to Sakura or the old Team 7, especially in part 1, then it's just refreshing to see. Now, in terms of the fight itself, like for most of the fight, in terms of the choreography and everything, it's nothing to write home about. It's nothing crazy. It's alright. Nothing too crazy. Eventually we have, but in terms of how they found out his weakness, I thought that was done in a very natural way. We have the security guards of Blood Prison basically searching for the escaped prisoners, and they keep shining like that, the spotlight searching, and of course Kokuri realizes this, and then boom 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 Jado, I'm kind of just coming off the episode, but yeah, Kokuri realizes the shadows are basically avoiding the spotlight, and of course he conveys this information to Team 7 after Sarada creates a diversion, which was cool. Of course, I think the best part of the fight, visually and everything, was the end, the combination jutsu where we have Mitsuki using a wind-style Gale Palm, Sarada using her Sharingan to copy the jutsu, and them launching Boruto at Oh shit, totally forgot his name there. Yeah, Tsukuyo. Wow, it's crazy. But yeah, launching it, Tsukuyo launches him off the cliff. Of course, I kind of found it kind of odd that that would finish him, which it didn't. And of course, he grabs Kokuri with his shadow technique, but he basically falls off the ledge, which kind of just broke off faulty footing. Basically, falls into the ocean, and of course, Kokuri comes back up, and Tsukuyo supposedly sinks to the bottom of the ocean. Now, they kind of play off the backstory that Kokuri already set up to say that he was a good swimmer. So they kind of set things up for you to not really suspect anything. But the only thing I kind of found strange is that even though he sank, and of course there's nothing they could do about that, and the fact that the tides were like really raging, couldn't really like recover his body for Tsukuyo. But it just felt kind of odd that they just left it like that. There's no further mention of Tsukuyo, nothing of the sort. Now, of course, Konoha Ninja eventually show up alongside the guards of Blood Prison. And of course, Naruto got word when Lord Mujo, they could no longer establish connection with him, so they sent Sai and company. Of course, we find out that, Kokuri's sentence was unfairly extended. It's stuff we know already, and he was actually supposed to be let out a long time ago. Boruto hands him the book that Kokuri gave him earlier in the fight to Sai. He receives it. And the arc kind of, I wouldn't say it was rushed in the end here, but it kind of felt like it just kind of wrapped things up. There was no like further dialogue with Lord Mujo or anything like that. It was kind of rushed towards yeah, for lack of a better term, it was kind of rushed towards the end. Just wrapped it up. Personally, I don't mind because we're getting into the manga section of the arc now, so that's going to be something to look forward to. So yeah, but it still felt like it could have been extended a bit more there. So yeah, there's that. Of course, Kokuri back in Konoha, confesses and gives Konoha information regarding Shojoji, the leader of the Mujina Bandits Arc, and of course they're setting it up for him to like leave the village and change his name, live a new life, all of these things. But we have this little scene of Boruto and company at the Thunderburger. But I think the major shocker of the of this episode, like I said before, was the end, where we have Kokuri leaving on the Thunder Train, and then we have this next scene of him like linking with a missing Nin at Konoha, missing Nin, and it's revealed that it's actually Shojoji, and I'm like, yo, weird, what lad? And it eventually flash back to the part where Kokuri and Tsukuyo fell into the ocean. Apparently Tsukuyo was Shojoji all this time, and yo, it kind of gave this section of the arc a more darker tone, honestly. Yo, Janu, like, I was not expecting that, and that was good, because I came into this arc kinda, I wouldn't say impressed, but I was liking this arc when it started. Then it kind of felt like it was kind of meh to an alright, kind of fell to that, and then this end kind of just turned things around. Yo, I still feel like the arc could have been just a bit shorter, probably an episode or two shorter, but with everything that was built up with Kokuri's character and everything that happened to this point, to find out that even though the mission was a success, with its primary objective about getting information about the Mujina Bandits, but Kokuri protecting him, just to know that he's dead and Boruto and company don't even know. Yo, that's dark, dog. Like, yo, wild. It kind of makes me wonder if when the arc reaches to the spoilers, the Boruto versus Shojoji fight, if they're gonna reference Kokuri, because of course Kokuri wasn't in the manga, so yeah. But I guess in Boruto's head, I mean, I guess we can only wait and see. But for what it's worth, episode 147, I thought it was pretty decent, to say the least. I thought it was a good end. The ending for the castle section, I thought it was a bit rushed, but I'm not complaining. But and just the twist with Kokuri's death, yo, honestly, Sakuya's jutsu was very interesting. I liked it as well. The fight, not too crazy. It was alright. The end, loved it. Can definitely see the increase in the art and animation towards that end there with the whole combination or collaboration jutsu between Team 7. But yo, Jeno, like, Jeno. Anyway, we're probably enough of the time at this point. But yeah, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about the episode. I don't think this is my best review yet. I feel like I was kind of stumbling at some points, but yo, Jado, episode 147, man, just the end. Anyway, hope everyone's doing alright, and I'll see you in the next one.